Okay, everyone. Hello, good evening. Come up to standing. Right. I do love these 30-minute Pilates sessions. Short, but very, very efficient. So let's get to it. Heels together, Pilates stance. So your knees turn out, your thighs turn out. Then I want you to try and drop your tailbone, hug the belly in, and squeeze the back seam of your legs so you feel your legs engaging. Keep them engaged, press down through the balls of the feet and just lift your heels slightly off the floor, maybe just an inch, and keep the legs engaging. Keep that same engaging through the abdomen, and then lower the heels back down. So Pilates stance legs. Turn your heels out, hands to hips. One heel lifts, push the foot forwards and lower it back down. Same with the other, lift the heel, push the foot forwards and down. One more on each leg, push the heel forwards and lower, push your heel forwards and lower. Both heels on the floor as you squat back, arms in front, arms by your side, arms in front. Feel your knees tracking the same direction as your toes point, straight forwards. Two more, two, and up. One more. Then we're going down with a little pulse. So we're going down and pulsing for 10, 9, 8. Stay nice and steady in your heels. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back up as you squat. Lift your right heel, pushing the front of the foot forwards. Lower the heel. Lift the left heel. And lower. Lift right. And lower the heel. Lift left. And lower. Keep the right heel lifted. Pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Heel down, arms back, left. 10, 9. Stay nice and steady on the heel on the floor. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Both heels down. Take your arms all the way up as you inhale. And keep them there. Push from your feet all the way up through your arms. Any neck issues, shoulder issues, just go a bit wider with your arms. Shoulders soft in the back. Press from your feet. Get streamlined by narrowing in the muscles. Feel all your muscles kind of hugging your skeleton with a little bit more strength. Take your right arm down by your side. Side bend over slightly towards the right and pause. Now press longer through your legs, through your middle, get your head longer, reach out through the top of your head, even though you're side bending over. Come back up, both arms reach up, the top of your head trying to reach up through the gap of your arms. Bring your left arm down by your side bend a little over. Keep the hips steady and then get longer again. Streamline, narrow in as you reach. Legs strong, feet firm on the floor, core strong, both arms back up. And then again, leaning over to the first side, once more, hugging the belly in, tucking the tailbone down like you did in Pilates stance. Inhale, and as you exhale, lift the arm out and up, and inhale back down by your side. 4 more, exhale, arm up, inhale, arm down. You're maintaining that slight side bend, stay nice and long, make sure you don't have any collapse. 2, exhale up, inhale down. 1, exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale all the way up to center and then take your other arm down by your side bend over. As you side bend, get longer. That's key. And then inhale, exhale, arm comes up. Inhale, arm down by your side. Lead with the palm of your hand up. Lead with the palm of your hand down. Exhale, 3. Legs strong, core strong. Exhale, 2. Inhale, arm down. Exhale, 1. Inhale, arm down. Exhale all the way up. And then bring both arms down by your side. The right hand's going to catch hold of the left wrist or forearm or elbow and drop the shoulders. Take your head away from the straight arm and use your hand to help pull the straight arm longer as your head falls away into a neck stretch. You're not pulling with all your might. You're just holding the arm and letting your hand be heavy on the arm that you're holding. Come back up to center with your head first and then release your arm behind. Take the other hand across. You can hold at the wrist, forearm or elbow. Relax both shoulders down and take your head away from the straight arm. Gently press your abdomen against the forearm on your back. So you start to feel, rather than your arm pushing your belly forwards, your belly actually uses the arm behind, like you would make imprint when you're lying on the floor. And then head back up to center and release both arms down. We're going to take a roll down. So from where you're standing on your mat, drop your chin to your chest, hug the belly in as you round down through your spine. Hands can touch the legs if you need support. At the bottom of the roll down, hang out there for a moment. Let your head relax heavily toward the floor. And let's give it a little pendulum yes nod. So it's like you're nodding yes, but your head just is swinging loosely like a pendulum. Then relax your head and just do a very slow, small no turn. Looking from side to side. Head back to center, come down onto hands and knees. Take a few hip circles, making a nice big circular movement with your tailbone, loosening into your hips and lower back. Take it the other way, a really nice loosening off through the pelvis, through the back. And then to center. If you can lie down on your side facing the screen with your head resting on your bottom arm. Keep your free hand on the floor in front of you. Draw the waistline back as if it's pressing against an imaginary forearm, like when you were standing a moment ago, your back pressing against an imaginary forearm, and the legs might come forwards just a few inches when you do that. Then float your legs off the floor, separate your legs with your toes pulling up towards your knees. And float your free arm up and over so your palms face each other. Then try and get longer through the top of your head, so your head might just slightly come off the bottom arm. Reach long through your legs, through the center of your body, through your cylindrical torso, out through the top of your head. Another breath. You're keeping your legs lifted. Put your hand back on the floor and rest your head back onto the arm. Point your toes and go into a little bit of a flutter kick. One leg goes forwards, one leg goes back. And see if you can do it without any movement from the hips upwards. So just the lower legs kicking forwards, kicking back. 5, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1. Back to center, flex your feet again, toes pull up. Open your top leg higher, and then we're going to, like a crocodile, close both legs towards each other. Inhale, open, exhale, close. The bottom leg is trying to move as well. 3, 2, 1. And then both legs rest down. Bend your top knee to the floor in front. You can put something under your head if you need to, as you take your bottom arm straight out in front as well. And then reach your top arm out behind for a twist. If your head falls back a long way and you need neck support, you can put something behind your head, or you could use your bottom arm hand behind your head. So you can always use your hand to support the head if you need to. I'm doing that and it actually feels really nice. Let's see what works for you as you twist. Be heavy in the bent knee and be heavy in the open arm. Then lift your arm and come back round onto your side. And from there, bend both legs a little, push up and turn around onto your other hip. Once you're on your other side, pause a moment, fingertips on the floor for support. So remember the forearm across your back when you were doing the neck stretch. Imagine it's there and draw your waistline back towards it. Keep the bottom curve of your waist lifted slightly. Legs will be slightly forwards and they come up. Toes pull towards your knees. And we just want the legs to part, just like they would be if you were stood upright. Then float your other arm overhead, palms face each other. Then reach longer, which means now your head reaches through the gap of your arms, ear just floating off your bicep. Get longer and longer. Feel it from the tailbone end of your spine. Feel it so that the ribs don't want to pop forwards, but they draw in line with the waist. Your chin naturally at its angle with the same angle with the neck as it would if you were standing. Get nice and long for 2, 1. Legs stay there. Hand back to the floor, head back onto your arm. Toes point, flutter kick. It's not the most comfortable position on the side of the hip, and for some people it's really uncomfortable. So if that's the case for you, you might just leave your bottom leg on the floor to make it a bit less pushy and just do the top leg kicking. Or you can put extra padding under there. 2, 2, 1, 1. Legs back to center. Flex your toes toward the knees again. Lift your top leg higher and then crocodile the legs together. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Be reasonably light on the fingers on the floor in front of you. So mild support through that hand. 3, 2, 1, legs down, bend the top knee into the floor in front, and the bottom arm reaches in front, and then slowly opening your other arm out, support the neck, support your head if you need to. Bring your open arm all the way back round. Bend both legs. Push up towards sitting with your legs straight out in front of you. Okay, and then bend your right leg in, foot flat on the floor, hands to the ground behind, and push your arms straight. Point your left toes and lift your hips, pressing through the right foot and rolling over the left heel. Squeeze the back of your arms for 2. For 1, lower your bottom down, switch the legs over. Press into your hands, open up your chest, and if you can lift, lift. Pressing into the left foot, rolling over your right heel. 3. Try and squeeze the back of your arms narrower. 2. 1. And lower down. Bend both legs, feet flat to the floor. Press into both hands, both feet, tuck the tailbone under and lift. Squeeze the back of your arms to lift the chest higher. 3. Centre of the heels. 2. 1. Lower your bottom down. Soles of the feet together. Knees open. Hold onto your knees, your shins or your ankles. Pull on them and sit tall. And then stay sitting tall with the pelvis, so your pelvis stays upright, and then start to round from your belly button upwards, start to round your spine forwards, keeping hold of the legs for now. So your belly button is hugging to the back of the pelvis so that the pelvis doesn't tip. And then you can support yourself here with your core and maybe take your arms out in front so your arms are framing the sides of your head. Your ribs feel like they're pulling up and in at the same time. Step the spine back up again and cross your legs or sit in a way that you can sit upright easily. If your knees are way high, sit on something so your knees drop lower than the sides of your waist. Roll the shoulders a few times. Great, and then bring your fingertips to your temples for the first round. Shoulders relax. Sit tall to the crown of your head, inhale. Exhale, twist to your right so your rib cage turns on top of your pelvis. Inhale back to center. Exhale, twist to the left so the rib cage turns, but the pelvis stays where it is. Inhale, center. As you feel the rim of your rib cage turning round, notice how you're using the side muscles, the muscles between the bony rib cage and the bony pelvis. All these muscles here are twisting you. So we're toning the sides of the waist. We're working into obliques. Use the exhale to twist that little bit deeper. Center, and now bring your hands behind your head. Inhale, lift your chest, lay your head into your hands. Exhale, bow your chest, so your pelvis doesn't tip, but your chest rounds forwards. Inhale, lift your chest, head slightly back into your hands. And exhale, round forwards, hugging the belly toward the back of the pelvis. Inhale, center, back to the twist again. Twist to the right, hands can stay behind the head this time. Inhale, center. Press your head into your hands so that as you twist, we're not letting the head poke forwards. Inhale, center. Last year, we did a whole set on postural types. And one of the postural types, commonly known now in modern life, modern living, is head forward posture. Because we tend to lead with our head. It brings us into kyphosis, rounding in the upper back. And it can create all sorts of neck tightness and pain. Stay to the center. We're now going to put together the twist and the bow. So you twist towards your right without moving the pelvis. Bow towards the right thigh. So your left ribs twist toward the right thigh. Inhale up to center. Twist to the left without moving the pelvis. Pull the belly in and bow towards your left thigh. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist and bow. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist and bow. Almost like you're rounding yourself just in the upper back. Exhale, twist. Your belly hugs in. You squeeze the core muscles. So it's very actively core, in the core as you bow. One more. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist and bow. Belly hugging, narrowing in. One more. Exhale, twist and bow. Inhale, center. Release your hands toward the floor. Relax your shoulders. Let your head fall one way. Inhale up. Let your head fall the other way. Inhale, hands on knees. Let your head fall one way. Inhale up. Let your head fall the other way. Inhale up, palms upwards, right in front of your belly button, and relax them on the ankles or the shins and let your head drop. Inhale up, and head goes over last time. And inhale up. Good. So let's lie on our back and get directly into the front section of our abdominal wall. As you lie on your back, find neutral. I want you to put your fingers on your pubic bone, and then of one hand, and then put your other hand on your lower ribs. Okay, and feel like the pubic bone and your lower ribs have this band of muscle connecting them. So feel like you can feel that band of muscle now firming up and holding them together. Yeah, you don't want to start to curl up into a bridge, but just enough so that you can feel the muscles between those 2 points aware, switched on. Then relax your arms. Take your right leg up in the air. Leave your head on the floor for this first round. Point your right foot. Lower your leg downwards to the floor until you're about level with the left ankle, and then lift it back up again. As your leg goes downwards, remember the band of muscles holding the pubic bone and your ribs together. So try not to let that band of muscles stretch. One more time. Lift the leg up. Interlace your hands behind the back of your head. Curl your head and shoulders off the ground. Once you've curled up, get longer through your spine, so it's going to pull you up a little bit higher by thinking about lengthening. Lower the leg, lift the leg. You're letting your head stay supported in your hands. Lower the leg, lift the leg. One more. As the leg goes down, you're watching the belly is staying firm and almost trying to flatten the belly. Keep here, bend your knee, so bend the right knee, and just be on the ball of the foot on the floor. So the foot on the floor, you've got the heel off the ground. The right leg is still lifted. Tap your right foot to the floor for 3 and lift. Tap it to the floor, 2 and lift. Tap it down, 1 and stay lifted. Now straighten the leg away so your knees are level and bend in. 2 more, straighten away, bend in. 1 more, straighten away, bend in. Take your hands to the right leg, lift a little higher, long through the top of your head. Now straighten your arms as you straighten your leg, and then bend back in again. 2 more. Try and concave the belly down toward the ground. Hollow the belly as you extend out. Okay, hands behind your head again. Turn your left ribs to your right knee, and then back to center as you tap your foot to the floor. Cross to the bent knee, tap your foot to the floor. 1 more. Tap the foot to the floor, and then relax. Head down, arms by your side, left leg up in the air. Lower your left leg so it's level with your right ankle, and lift back up. For now, your head's on the ground. 2 more, reminding yourself of that band of muscles between the pubic bone and the ribs, and not to stretch in that space. Okay, hands can come behind your head, curl up, and then once you've curled up, get longer. As you get longer, you'll feel your lower ribs press more down to the ground, and the back of your upper ribs lift a bit more. Lower the leg, lift the leg. Keep the same height with your chest. You're almost trying to draw the waist down. 1 more. Left leg in the air, and then bend it. Right heel off the ground, so you're just on the ball of the right foot. Tap your left foot down and up. 2 more. Down and up. 1 more. Down. Now straighten the left leg, knees level and bend. Knees level and bend. Hollow the belly as that leg reaches out. Hands to the leg. Then again, extend arms and bend. Arms and leg both extending. 1 more time. Extend and stay here. Hands back behind your head. Cross right shoulder toward left knee. And then center and tap your foot to the floor. Lift and cross. Tap. Lift and cross. 1 more time. Lift and cross. Tap. Foot to the floor. Relax. Take a butterfly stretch. And let your arms relax out to the side. Maybe with a little flutter of your butterfly legs. Push the edges of your feet down the center of your mat until your legs naturally turn into neutral, and extend your arms overhead, full body stretch. So we've done the singles of all those exercises. We're going to try and put them into doubles now. So that was all single leg work. The double leg work obviously is harder, so you can go back to doing a single version of them if you need to. Let's start off with our arms down by our side. Bend your legs so feet are flat on the floor and find neutral. Remind yourself of the feeling of the muscles engaging between the pubic bone and the ribs. Take the legs up in the air and straighten your legs up in the air. Lower your right leg toward the floor. Lift it up. Lower the left leg toward the floor. Lift it up. Again, right. And lift. You're lowering it down to the same height as you did earlier. 1 more on each leg. Keep the small of your lower back pressing toward the floor. Keep your legs in the air. Interlace your hands behind your head. Curl up. And then get longer. Sinking the lower ribs. Lower your right leg. And lift. Glance at your belly as you lower the left leg. We want to try and keep the belly firm, unmoving as your leg goes down and up. These are singles still, but we've made them a bit harder by doing them with the legs in the air. Now we're going to try doubles. So last one on your left here. Double legs is a lot stronger, so stick with singles if you need to. Pilates stance your legs. Lower them down about halfway, see how that feels. Bring them back up again. If you can go further than halfway, go a bit further. Watch at your abdomen and check that when the legs go down, the belly and the ribs don't float up. We don't want to feel the back lower ribs coming off the ground, so get long through the top of your head to keep the back lower ribs down. We've got 1 more round, 1 more lower, 1 more lift. Once your legs are up, bend your knees, tap both feet to the floor and lift. Single if you need to, tap down and lift. Tap, lift, trying to hollow the belly as you tap your feet to the floor. Good, now straighten your legs out 45 degrees. Bend back in. 2. Bend back in. 1. Now hands on the legs, curl up a bit higher, arms and legs straighten, bend back in, try and keep the height in the chest. 2, bend back in, one more time. 1, bend the legs, hands behind the back of your head, tap your right foot, cross your right shoulder over, center, tap your left foot, cross your left shoulder over, center, cross, center, cross. One more each way, rolling the back of the chest up and over. Let's try that, straighten the leg out, straighten your right leg, cross right shoulder, center, straighten left leg, cross left shoulder, center, reach and cross, center, reach and cross. One more each way. And then it would be nice to finish there, but we're going to try and just do one last set where we double time these. So we go cross, switch straight over, cross, cross, cross. 2, 2, 1, 1. Center, head down, knees in. And then a full body stretch. Nice and long through your arms, through your legs. Wriggle yourself long. Into a butterfly stretch. Arms can now just go out wide, knees wide. And then your knees coming together. Cross your right ankle onto your left knee. So the right knee is wide. And then bring the left foot off the floor towards you for a figure 4 stretch. If you want to hold the back of the left leg, you can, but you might not need to. You might just be able to use the pressure of your left leg against your right ankle. Release that side and go to the other side. And release that side. And both feet on the floor. Lift your bottom about an inch so you can lengthen your lower back, and then release it back down. And relax your legs wherever they're comfortable. Arms might come down more in line with your waist. Arms turn to the ceiling. Close your eyes. For a few breaths, just drop into a nothingness. Like you don't need right now any of your thoughts or any of your jobs. Just for the moment, even your role in life, mother, partner, or if you're busy at work at the moment, whatever your role is at work, whatever it is you have to turn up for every day, right now, drop away from it and just be in this space of pure, simple being with no strings attached. Breathe into your human body. Breathe into your pure soul, your energy soul. Feel soothed and comforted with your breath right now in this moment. Few more moments, quite simply stripping everything else away. Just you and your breath here now, being together. Gorgeous. Then a nice deep wake up breath. A little wriggle through your fingers and toes, or a little shake on your mat. Legs bend, tilt the pelvis just a few times, back and forwards, nothing too much, just a small tilt, just to release. Lower back. Turn onto your side, make your way to sitting again. And then as you sit cross-legged or however's comfortable on a chair's fine, lift your spine up tall, twist towards the right, let's say, to begin with. Don't worry if you've gone the other way. Use your hand on your knee just to lightly support you in your twist and sit taller. Come to center and just swoop around the other way. Sit tall as you gently support your twist. And then come back to center again and bring the soles of your feet together. Hold knees, shins or ankles, pull tall. And this time bend forwards as far as you can toward the feet, so that you can actually this time tip forwards at the pelvis, stretching the lower back, stretching out the whole spine. Make your way back up again. Bring your head back in line with your spine. Hands together. Well done. Thank you so much, everybody. Well done for joining in and finding the momentum for half an hour of your evening before you go on to something else.